I mean, yeah, it kind of does, because I mean, coming off of COVID and things like that, I definitely, I definitely hit a wall. But me being me, I chip down walls. Like, I hit a wall and I'm coming right back. I'm trying to be as resilient as possible and getting back to the old me and doing the things that I used to do. Yes, it definitely does. I mean, camp last year was, it was different. COVID put a wrench in a lot of stuff, but this year it feels like everything's back to normal. It feels like a lot of things are how they're supposed to be. We're out there. We're like, one thing that he always stresses is physicality. He loves when we run hard and we run through contact, because I mean that's what it's going to take. He says it all the time. It takes what it takes, and at the end of the day, playing football, I mean, the game is hit somebody, to be physical. People were ready. People were ready to go. They're ready to be out there and, you feel me, go all out, give it their all, be physical, because that's ultimately what he wants out of our team. It definitely did. I mean, we've been playing in shorts and helmets. I mean, that's football, but when it comes down to it, football is in full pads, head to toe, and I mean, it's running amok. We gon' battle all day long. Definitely. I mean, I've been here before. I've been here for many times. Like, I've played seasons here, so it's like, just to be able to compete. I love to compete. That's one of the biggest things that I do. Like, whether it's stretching or doing a sprint or even special teams, I want to be the best. So I'm gonna compete. I got that chip on my shoulder every day. Definitely. I mean, I've played before, but I mean, that's all in the past. That has nothing to do with now. I'm in the present now, and I'm taking it day by day, and I'm trying to stack good days on top of each other. No, my last touchdown, I mean, it probably was a long time ago. I mean, I remember all my touchdowns, but the last one, I mean, it resonated with me. It's been a long time since we had actually a rushing touchdown, and that's one thing. Like, Coach Peagler could kind of like, he harps on that. He wants us to be able to break away and score touchdowns. So at the end of every play, I mean, we're finishing 20, 30 yards down the field, because I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's gonna take. It takes what it takes. I mean, definitely we're working on that as well. I mean, just getting our nose, trying to find a knack for it. I've been looking at all different types of backs, watching them, trying to see how they do it really. And I'm trying to put that and apply it to my game and how I play the game of football when it comes to scoring those short yardage touchdowns, things of that nature. I mean, me honestly, I've watched backs that have been here. Like, I've watched a lot of Le'Veon Bell. I watched Javon Ringer. I've also watched Jeremy Langford a lot. Those guys, I mean, they also can break those long runs, but I mean, they really did a lot of the work in between the tackles and running hard. So I mean, I've been watching them and using them as motivation. And also, I've been looking at our backs that we have now. I mean, Donovan Egan, he's pretty good at getting in between the tackles and running hard and finishing in the red zone. So I've been studying his old clips, and also Connor Hayward. I studied a lot of his finishing ability, because that's what he does. He's really good at that. I'm gonna take every rep, and every rep is his own. It has a life of his own. So it doesn't matter how many backs that we play, because I'm gonna give it my all every rep. And each rep, I mean, I could feel like I could do anything on each rep. I could feel like I could take one, or I can just get the yards, whatever it may be. I don't necessarily need a whole bunch of carries to find a rhythm. I'm gonna go every single snap. I mean, definitely we want to start up front and blocking. Like, us as a running back unit, we've honed in on blocking a lot. Like, that's the major thing, because without blocking, I mean, we can't get the ball off. So first, we're gonna be able to protect the quarterback, and once we do that, then I mean, the rest is kind of history. I mean, we all capable backs who can make a linebacker miss and catch the ball. Like, we all have pretty good hands, I could say. I'm definitely playing a lot harder, playing with more physicality and a lot more speed. I mean, last year it was I felt like I was sluggish. I was stuck in the mud, kind of like. I feel like I didn't have that same burst that I used to have. But being now that I'm back to who I am, back in the weight room with Coach Novak, who did a great job over the summer with everyone. I mean, I definitely feel like I got that burst back and that ability back. It started in over the summer, training, out here running with the guys. I mean, I didn't even know, me personally, I wasn't even thinking about me being back and stuff like that. I was hearing it from other people. Other people were telling me, like, oh yeah, Elijah looks like he's back. Looks like he's doing what he's supposed to do. And that's all I could do, is just what I was supposed to do. Handle my business and continue to move forward. I see a unit. I don't just see like individual like offensive linemen. Collectively, they've definitely come together, and they're starting to really work off of each other. Like, one guy pushes the next. So I mean, with whoever's in there, it seems like they're all working together and doing what they're supposed to do and coming together as a unit for real. In addition to both, I mean, we have pretty talented backs. backs that can do all sorts of things. So, I mean, combining our offensive line, being a unit, and they're giving us a hell of a push with the vision from all of our backs. I mean, it's a lethal combo, in my opinion. I mean, we set our own expectations. We set our own limits. We don't read into any of that. We kind of look at ourselves in the mirror every day, and it's like, okay, we're gonna get better, or you're gonna get worse. Like Coach Tuck said, you can't lose a day. You can't lose any reps. You can't lose any time, because time is gonna always keep going. So every day has to be a good day. I mean, you have bad days and things like that, but every day we try to stack good days on top of each other. That's one thing that he said. We want to be a team that's gonna be relentless. Ultimately, like we work as hard as we can with every play. So I mean, we want to be able to not have to stop. We shouldn't have to be like lethargic. We want to be able to go all times, and even in the fourth quarter, we want to be able to push past our own like doubts and worries and thoughts. We want to be able to just have a neutral mindset and go forward.
Last one.
I'm taking it day by day, really. I'm not even worried about like the end goal. I want to get better every single day. Like a lot of people say, it's 1% better, and I take that to heart. I've been doing that since I was a little kid. So I mean, the end goal is going to eventually come, but right now, it's just a step at a time. I mean, one thing that we've been talking about is just being neutral, not trying to think of anything negative. So I mean, it's hard. Like playing running back is not easy. I mean, you get bumped, you get banged. Nobody's there to really like tell you like, okay, you're okay, okay. We got to just do it ourselves. It's something that we all have to just mentally push through. So I mean, the tighter we come together, the stronger we are. He's committed. I mean, some people, I mean, that didn't come back. They said that they didn't want to play football anymore. I mean, he's one of those guys who's gonna stick through everything. He's gonna push through. He's not a quitter, like no matter what it is. I mean, Coach Tuck is the guy. He is the guy, really. Like whatever everyone thinks of him, I mean, he's that guy. Like he does everything he needs. He checks all his boxes. He really represents us really well, and I think that he's gonna lead our team back to where we were.